Not all of us may be blessed to have a Christian family. Perhaps in here you are the only Adventist in your family. Perhaps in here you struggle to ensure that the light that God has revealed to you reaches your family. At our ministers, I know are those who are blessed with godly parents, with godly friends, with godly siblings, with godly friends, and we cause much grief to them when our ways are ungodly. And now speaking in our ministry to someone who can identify with this scenario, you know that someone is bothered because of your Christianity. You are in church, but not in Christ. I told the mother of this young man who was filled with grief and pain because of the loss of his son. Perhaps it is possible that when your mother ponders upon your behavior, when your mother ponders upon your ways, in the middle of the night she wakes up and cries because she wonders, what's wrong with my son? What's wrong with my daughter? What's wrong with my child? In the middle of the night, she can't sleep when she thinks about you. She doesn't know whether you are sleeping. She doesn't know in this middle of the night, are you out clubbing and partying? You're in the hostel or you're in school. The mother cries and weeps. You attended Sabbath school, you attended children classes, you attended adventure classes, you attended Pathfinder classes, you went out for Camporis. But when your character is observed right now, your mother is left in tears. Yes, you could be in church today, but the kind of company you keep, the kind of things you like, the kind of things you do, how you relate to your parents, leave them with anxiety and they wonder, what next for my son? What next for my daughter? And your mother tells that the present condition will only become darker by the day. She's grieved, and much more if you are the only child. For some of us, you are being raised by a single parent, but they cannot sleep when they think about you. They cannot sleep when they think about your relationship with Christ. The Bible does not miss to tell us that this woman was a widow. Dr. Luke, in writing this parable, would have written that this was just a woman. But he goes ahead to describe that this was not only a woman, not only a mother, but was a widow. I know it is possible some of us are being raised by single parents. It is not anyone's wish. It is never anyone's will to be raised by a single parent. Perhaps your dad slept, perhaps your mom slept, and you are being raised by a single parent. But instead of bringing joy and hope to this parent, you give them heartaches every other time. They can't sleep when they think about you. How painful it is to be dead spiritually. I pray that none of us will let our parents regret why they ever gave birth to us. Some of us think that your parent will never regret why they gave birth to you. If God, we are told in Genesis chapter 6 that when God looked at humanity, when God looked at the creation that he had made in his own image and likeness, he regretted why he ever made human beings. Some of us have made our parents regret why they ever gave birth to you. In our young age, we make them cry, we make them sorrow. Such a spiritual death to our parents. Thank God if you have someone who can weep over you. We are told that Jesus looked at this woman, and Jesus, the Bible records that this woman was weeping, and Jesus tells her, weep not. Someone may say, preacher, others have people around them to weep that can weep over their spiritual death, but nobody weeps over me. You think nobody weeps over you? Allow me just to go to Luke 19, then we come back to this. Go and read the book of Luke 19. is walking to Jerusalem the last time before his death. And Jesus is there on the brow of the hill. The entourage comes to a standstill, and Jesus looks at Jerusalem in its beauty. In verse number 41, listen to what the Bible says, Luke 19:41. And when he was come near, he beheld the city, and he wept over it. Listen to verse number 42, saying, if you had known, even you, at least in this day, the things which belong unto your peace, but now they are hid from your eyes.